Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm almost back. Almost back.
Almost back. PC crash?
No. The power went out.
This time.
The power went out.
Oh my god.
It's like fucking
was
God was
about
like,
to
"Fuck your
message
chicken
you,
strips."
like, yeah, I was about to message you and just be like, do you want me to stream in your place for until you can figure your shit out?
Hopefully we can get Mochi back in here because that was a fun conversation. I gotta.
I'll message Mochi and
There we go. Randy heard about losing the job, so she in the cuck skating and shook your ass. Yeah. Yeah.
we're immediately in an ad break.
Yeah. It happens in the first 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, it has been 2 minutes.
Alright, let me
I texted Mochi and told her that you're live again.
Not acoustics. I want moving ads. Let's get these fucking oh, okay. Apparently it kept my my stuff.
Your like the stuff that you were farming?
Apparently there was a YouTube chat at the same time too.
Oh.
Not now. I mean preparing stream. It's happening right now. Is it? Oh, did I not start it? Hold on.
No, you're live.
Live on YouTube too?
Oh, on YouTube, let me check the tube. Let me see. Let me very slowly check. No, you are not live on the tube.
Alright. Let me turn off YouTube and turn it back on again. There we go. Maybe I need to create, go live. I believe it is loading. Preparing stream still, okay.
That might take a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, we're back. We just had a power outage, power surge, I believe it's called. I'm gonna turn Duet 9 bits back on. If it happens again, I might have to turn it off for a bit. It's not me draining too much energy from my house. It just happens sometimes. It's what happened to my other computers. So I hope this new power bar is gonna be a better surge protector.
It should be.
I got a new one, and it's like literally just says this is a surge protector, and it's got like higher voltage surge protecting, which is interesting. God really said, "Fuck yo, chicken strip." Food obtained? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I should have taken out meat, actually.
Oh, did you not?
I didn't take out meat. I was gonna take out meat last night, but I didn't. What I could probably do is see if I can take out meat, but like have mom cook. I'll try that. I'll be right back.
Another Aegis if I'm really... Does Aegis or Avenger sell better? Okay, Aegis sells better. Got Saints. Fucking full Aegis. Alright, let's see your fashion merchant. Oh, hell yeah. Like what you did with your Uriel. Looks very nice. Very nice indeed.
Hold on, I gotta go into the be right back screen. I'm gonna be doing something right now.
No.
Boop.
I've figured out the whole. Oh, Mochi says wait.
Hold on.
Jenna,
Right there.
Mochi need you. Put the frozen food in cold water. Oh yeah. Weirdly enough, that works. Oh, is there gonna be another one of these? Okay, I guess. Not good I'm on the bigger back screen. Yes. Oh no.
Okay, I'm coming back.
No.
Oh. Alright. With the frozen food and cold water. Yeah. I found out it's actually pretty easy to make hamburger patties when they're frozen. Besides, we needed to eat those hamburger patties anyway. They were getting old. But I'm making hamburger patties seasoned. Sometimes we don't season them. Well, sometimes like I make sure to season them, but I don't think like some people that make hamburger patties don't season them for some reason.
They're weird.
I like my meat raw, yeah. Oh, Starry Sojourn is happening. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, let me go, let's see if I can forge the thing now, actually.
No. You won't.
So I need 8 of these. 8. Okay. And now I need, I believe, 12 of these. Here we go. Armory, melee weapons, this guy. Oopgrod.
The next time I disguise myself as a barrel, you won't be able to recognize me. The next time I disguise myself as a barrel, you won't be able to recognize me. The next time I disguise myself as a barrel, you won't be able to recognize me.
Oh, damn. I can literally see everything, Rebecca.
The next time I disguise myself as a barrel, you won't be able to recognize me.
Ow. Oh no, I'm clothed, but I'm cooking something, so I should be ready to go fuck with it when it's time.
I guess me and Mochi are sharing fashions now.
Hell yeah. Bro, the Christmas skin is the wildest thing, and it was the game on release only one. Yeah. He probably started foaming at the when you saw her. Yeah. Oh yeah, I sent Keith the thing.
The next time I disguise myself as a barrel, you won't be able to recognize me.
So apparently Cyberpunk is having, Edge Runner specifically is having a collaboration with Wuthering Waves.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
I did not know they would do that, but apparently they very much did. I believe Lucy and Rebecca are the characters that are being used too. I'm not sure about David though.
I think he only really cares about Rebecca though.
Yeah, and Lucy I think as well. And David, yeah. I think she said no David. I think that's what she said. There's no David, no.
David's such a punk ass name.
Yeah.
fuck with my Noko. I'm in a good new Noko fashion.
Mm-hmm. Smash. Smash.
What's missing on the Noko? My polarity once. Yeah, I know. Yeah, screw it, I'm putting mine on there.
Edge.
And then on the edge.
Living on the edge of tomorrow. Living on the edge of
Oh my god, my Noko fashion looks good with the coat of Babonako. Visible while holstered.
Also, let me see if I can mod the katana I'm using. Ooh.
Oh god, the lighting is. All the lights white.
Mm-hmm. I like how each swing just comes with like multiple hits just because. They're not even like any emphasis on it, it's just because, that's why.
Just because.
Mm. Okay.
Are we going on an adventure today?
I can't wait for this Intron 7. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be interesting.
Hell yeah.
I smell the meat cooking. 15 minutes is how long it's gonna take. Actually, I should do a mission while I'm waiting. I'm gonna do a mission. Okay, let's do covert commissions, exploration on a weapon, defense on a demon wedge. Let me swap out for Tabitha. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Let me edit
Are we going on an adventure today?
this one. Yeah.
Who's the target today?
I knew you'd bring me along. Are you inviting me on a date?
Let me provide medicine for the battles to come.
There we go. Oh, one more.
They say it pays to ask for help. Good thing you asked me.
You. Can we get a person? Is that possible? No. No? Oh.
Wait, hold
Game
on, what
said
person?
no.
Ah. Yeah. No people. No people disagree.
Demon Tabitha the Red Hand has arrived.
I like how they also basically insinuated that only Charons can wear the Christmas skin because of the fact that we're temperature resistant. They literally mentioned we're like resistant to like extreme temperatures, which is why we're able to dress the way we do, which is interesting.
Whoa! Tons of enemies suddenly rushed out. I can't delay my research, so I'll just leave them to you.
Oh. Apparently while Noka wields his signature weapons, Thinkbrain and Brightbomb will trigger their pulses when they're shot at.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's neat. So you can make it trigger early. That's neat. I'm trying to find Nightcap.
This is so fun!
There we go.
Go to Nightcap. So
Oh, I think my food is done. I heard that bitch beeping.
beep beep.
The motherfucking tea party. Hold on, I gotta unshrimp.
No shrimp. Only shrimp.
Do 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 do. Doing something unholy. Yeah. He's at the body shop doing something unholy. Oh no. Like, yo, daddy doing something crazy. It's like, what's mom doing? She's also doing something crazy. Like, are they together? Hell yeah. Like, oh, damn. Because secretly, your parents are fucking freaks.
Oh wait, then my resource booster run up.
Oh no, not the resource booster.
Yeah, I was gonna farm the phallus. Like the resources into the phallus that was still at. The phallus so expensive. I can't buy it for plat either, so that's just another. I might do it.
There you go. No.
Complete build now.
I mean human. I just realized we might have to clean out the trash can because it's not smelling the greatest. But
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go clean that out. Go to work. What are you missing?
no, David, no. Then again, I think the characters that tend to be the most popular are Lucy and Rebecca. I don't know if there's anybody else who would be considered like one of the popular ones. I think David could possibly be like kind of popular, but he's like also the main character. Also, I'm not entirely sure if anybody could use him, mostly because of his condition. He's definitely not in the greatest like condition in most protagonists, so. Because I think it's also like hard to integrate someone who's essentially nuts and not a drug addict, but like it's hard to integrate someone who's like David into most lores. It's kind of like a thing where like the other ones kind of sort of make sense because like they could be used in a variety of ways, but David can't necessarily be used in certain places because of the way his character works. Especially since like he has to constantly have the medicine that stops him from going crazy, and he would have to somehow get a hold of that. So that would be a little bit difficult for other worlds to pull off. Or what you literally could do, which I don't know if anyone would be able to, would have the balls to do this. You can make him a boss battle. Like you fight the experimental unit version of him. But like, give like Lucy and Rebecca closure in another world, essentially. You kind of sort of have to have some balls to do that though, because it is very much a touchy subject, even for like viewers too. I think one thing as well is, especially if you're putting him in a world that has magic, the question would always be like, why not just cure him? Because it has been said that a lot of worlds that have magic do actually have a cure for crazy. If it's brought on by like some sort of addiction. So, it's not too far-fetched just to ask that question, you know? But why not just cure the guy? Well, I swear everything I hear your voice, I hear Mecho Boy? Who's Mecho Boy? Every time I hear your voice, I hear Mecho Boy? Who's Mecho Boy? I need to Google this person. Also, hi Doc. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Also, Doc, actually, I don't think I mentioned this, like, at all, to anybody besides, like, on a video that's coming out soon. Just started work again, my week off is done. Oh, nice. There's this weird thing where I have decided to do a goodbye stream of Warframe just to kind of sort of like let everybody know like that usually watches the streams that I'm done with Warframe. I'm mostly gonna be like using the stream as a means to like look at the things that were positive, and then so like I decided to not play Warframe anymore, and when the new update comes I'm going to like stream it one last time, and what I'm going to be doing is basically just like talking about what the issue is. And hopefully, I guess that's probably not the best thing to hope for, but hopefully getting an example of what I'm talking about. Because sometimes it just seems like rambling. For a moment, or definitely like, yeah.
It's, more...
Oh, what you, I know what you're talking about,
that.
but like, yeah, legitimately, I'm done. I'm done with Warframe. It's not necessarily a moment thing either. I'm done. It's gonna be a full-on, just straight up goodbye. Are you really sure? Yes, I'm really sure. I'm done with the game. It's bad. Okay, I found out how long I've been looking for a way out. Dead serious, yeah.
Dead serious.
I found out how long I've been looking for a way out, and it's been 5 years. Since Ureli's, like, the day that Ureli was announced, I was about to delete Warframe, but I saw the K-Drive Warframe announcement, and I was like, okay, let me check this out, and it was Ureli, so I stayed for Ureli. But I don't want to play it anymore because I've been looking for a way out of the game for 5 years, and I finally found one. And even then, even if this game right here doesn't do well and it disappears eventually, I'm not going back. I'm done. I'm done with Warframe. I'm doing one last stream and then I'm out. After I started playing other games, I ended up enjoying video gaming a lot more, because when it came to like the reason why, yeah, now I just gotta tell sometimes I can't. Just gonna tell sometimes I would love to play again, but since my account is blocked, I can't, and it helps keep a lot. Yeah, you can change your account is on. Yeah, I would definitely say like I'll consider like trying again. But the thing is, I'm gonna be really hoping for the damn game to fix a lot of the bugs that I have as an issue. Because it's literally the bugs and glitches that I have as a big issue. You know? Like the bug and glitches, like they're bad for me. And I remember somebody telling me, hey, I got used to the bugs. And I didn't tell them, but I was considering telling them. I was used to the bugs for a while. Then I got tired of the bugs, and now I'm sick of the bugs. Because it evolved into a sickness. To a point where I was maliciously against the bugs, you know? Where I would spend most of the stream talking shit about Warframe rather than playing it and enjoying it. Yeah. I'll come back around the time you get unbanned. How about that? Unless they were marking like, unless they were marking when they're gonna be end of service, which I don't know. You deal, yeah. I think
on like what, 9 years?
Yeah, because I think
go until
yeah, I think whenever they say banned for like until like 2035 or something like that, I think that's where they planned on ending service, because it's always that number. So I'm assuming it's gonna end around that time. Do you think Warframe will be there on 2035? I think so, actually. Because Warframe is a industry giant, and it's hard to defeat an industry giant. Especially since, like, Warframe kinda sorta just, it's the best of the options that you have for that kind of game, you know? Unless the giant fucks itself, exactly. The giant needs to blow itself up before it does anything. I think, the one thing about Warframe, though, is that Warframe has this thing where they know how to evolve. It's one of the reasons why it pulls so many players as it keeps going, is it evolves more and more for the industry itself. So it's not just like stagnant, and it's also not evolving in a way that isn't good. Because like the thing about like anything that's supposed to last a long time, it is supposed to evolve with the times, and that's why 1999 exists. It's why they have decided to make the game the way it is. It's because they know that they have to evolve. It's not great for everybody, you know, but the point is it's supposed to be great for the new players, you know? Because evolution is supposed to be to continue, not to just do the same thing over and over. I mean, since 2035 comes, they don't let me start again. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I did also see that I know from experience from when I got banned, it is a really long suspension, and that basically means that you can come back, but you have to start over with a new account. But honestly, I don't think I would be able to start over again, because I started over like a total of like 3 times. And I'll tell you straight up, each time I started over, I got less and less into the game. Kitty, stop it. But yeah, it's a weird thing where like, the more and more you restart a game, the less, like, there is replayability in some things, but the more and more you replay it, the less and less you appreciate it, is something that I noticed. It's kind of like replaying Elden Ring over and over again. The first time is amazing, but the 20th time you replay it, you're just going through the motions at that point. There's no longer any wonder or awe anymore. It's kind of like that with like all games too. It's like it's one of the reasons why remakes tend to not do well. It's not necessarily that they aren't doing something that people want. It's the fact that
For the sake of our awesome research plan,
you can only experience the story for the first time once, you know? And people are remembering the first time. And you can't necessarily make someone happy on that kind of note, you know? Because you never capture the past. The past is gone, you know? And that's the one thing that kind of isn't the easiest to tell people when it comes to like nostalgia. Because like people will kind of sort of do this thing where they want the past, but a lot of the time it's best if the past is in their head. I love what they did with Warframe. It was I love what I did in Warframe. It was sticking levels. I regret nothing. Yeah, that's one thing. Is like the game definitely is very enjoyable to like a majority of people. It's just that the bugs and glitches were too much for me.
Demon Tabitha, the Red Hand's coming.
And it's really shallow. Me and Jazz were talking about it. It's really shallow, but one of the reasons I stuck with Warframe so long was because of my audience. Because, you know, Warframe made me. Which is one of the reasons why I want to say goodbye to it, rather than just sit there talking shit, or like make a video about why I hate Warframe. Because at the end of the day, Warframe made me as big as I am, and I wouldn't be as big without it. And that's unfortunately kind of sad, because I'm not even that big. So it's one of the reasons why I'm like grateful to it, you know? It's gonna be Fast and Furious. You again just and this stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's like basically it's gonna be like that. It's like gonna be like see him again next stream and shit, you know. I almost lost that. I need to fix some stuff.
Yeah.
My first lost mission is literally because my cat. Well, it would have been because my cat just wouldn't fucking leave me alone. I'll be right back. My food is ready.
No.
I'm bored out of my mind.
No. So let's free those.
Alright, I'm back.
No, I'll be back then later.
Do I have blink, motherfucker? This food is good. I'm glad it is. No! 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 No, no, no. Oh, shit. Oh. Alright. Kitty got her meat. Blah. Blah. I say. Motherfucking what, huh? Anyway. Mm-hmm.
I shall not let death prevail.
My veins surging with my passion for love.
I shall not let death prevail.
What a huge garden!
I'm gonna do a thing. Pew, 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 pew. I'm so happy that they let the minions dance too. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, who's this? Hello! Mm. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, let me, okay. Let's do, report. Anyway.
Are we going on an adventure today?
Yep, 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 yep. Where the fuck? How do I... What am I looking for? Oh, shop. Demon Wedgie. Oops. 9. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Frosty Torrent. Bloop, 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 bloop.
My venom is surging like my passion for love.
Like the moon waxing to its full.
Come closer. Let the healing flow.
Rebecca doing Rebecca things, yeah.
I can't delay my research, so I'll just leave them to you.
Let the healing flow. Feel better soon.
Explode.
The enemies have stopped attacking for now.
Come closer.
This is so fun!
Let the healing flow.
Frosty Torrent.
Feel better soon. Let the healing flow. Breathe deeply the fragrance of healing.
Take this!
Feel better soon.
I hear my kitty being a kitty, yeah.
Come closer. Let the healing flow.
Explode!
Few battles.
There we go.
Research is so tiring. Here, please. Claim your reward. Now, do you want to continue or go back? This is so fun!
No violent contact.
There we go.
Let the healing flow. No violent contact.
Meow. There we go. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck that guy. That shield having bitch. Oh! My game freaked out a little bit. Me gorping on my fork. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if it's a good thing to call your penis a pork.
This is so
I think.
Come closer.
Demon tap.
Cause have you seen pork penis? It's scary. Oh, sorry. I actually. I thought. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know anybody was here. I was just kind of sort of just talking. Long silence, and all of a sudden it's that. What the fuck? I'm keeping note of this 1 hour 15 minutes. That was interesting. Hey, I got a gold! Yay! See, all you have to do to get a gold is talk about your pork. I don't know. Probably gonna warp them down. Die, sir. You bitch. Anyway. Oh, fuck off! There we go.
Let's play a game together.
Oh, did you know? I think I don't know if I mentioned this out loud on stream or not, but did you know that Hoyoverse partially owns the rights to Never Give You Up? So, which is pretty interesting. Yeah. So basically, they made a song, but they made a music video that had Never Gonna Give You Up as the audio. And, I think it was a cover by one of their characters, or voice actors, technically. And, they basically just kind of sort of just copyrighted it for partial rights. Because I think the original singer of that song isn't alive anymore. I don't know though. But because of the fact that they have those rights now, it's probably not the best idea to do a Rickroll yet. Anymore. But then again, I don't think Hoyo is known for copyright strikes. Nintendo is known for copyright strikes. Nintendo is the one you gotta watch out for. There's a few companies like that though, but Nintendo is like the famous one. But Hoyoverse doesn't usually, Horrorverse doesn't usually copyright strike in the first place. A copyright claim, technically. It's a weird business thing, I guess. It's like a thing that affects everybody, but like it's kind of like it's just a thing that happens, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, I think my Tabithy does more damage than my Rebecca. I don't know how I achieved that, but I have in fact achieved my Tabithy doing more damage than Rebecca. Cause yeah, she does like 100,000 damage per jellyfish squat, but Tabithy can do like 7,000 with multi-shot. No, 70,000 with multi-shot. DNA, when I post 67 hours of unedited Margie animation for personal use to YouTube, surely you will claim it. Yeah. I think the only thing that DNA claims is the music, and I don't think they're known for copyright striking. Yeah, I don't think they strike. I think I've heard of claiming, and I've been claimed before, but they seem to be fine. Because no one's really gotten a strike yet. So I think Duet Night Bits definitely isn't like the worst with it.
Let's go.
I have the... You ever eat like a lot of protein and then all of a sudden you need rest because your body is trying to process said protein? That's what I'm going through right now. After I ate that burger, hamburger and rice, I'm just like, oh, I'm dying. I'll go to 3 hours, which would be like in... Actually, it'll be in like 1 hour, since the streams were chopped up. But we'll see. Also, let me see how YouTube's doing. YouTube is still preparing stream. That's concerning. I think the power outage broke YouTube. Oh, is that my peanut? It is my peanut. Where's my Rebecca? Now we're back up. Feet. Okay.
I shall not let death prevail.
What a huge garden!
I'm gonna be... Oh. There we go. We're just a bunch of bitches. Meow, meow. Oh, actually, wasn't I farming fishing for some reason? Oh, it's currently unavailable. Nope. I was farming fishing for Lover, I think. Yeah, I'm looking for... Where'd it go? Never song. I'm looking for... Actually, there's... Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay. This one right here, Lover. This is the one I'm looking for. Actually, I should do that. I should go fishing. I know I'm WEDGMAXing today, but I figured I would take a small break on that and go fishing. There's a really good fishing spot. Like, let me see if I can find a really good fishing spot. I know a really good fishing spot. They're all the way in this one. Let's see. I think it was like, yeah, here, right here. You know, Ball W streamer, yeah. We are fishing. Oh, a new fish. Oh yeah. Get in there. Whatever you are, probably small. Oh, it's actually pretty big. It's a blue though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. Okay, you're gonna be special, I think. Is that a gold? Oh, it's a purple. It's a big fish, though. These fish are consuming. They are biting. The crazy thing is, last time I went fishing when I was little, oh, never mind. Oh, now it's like green. Whoa! What the fuck? Did that guy go instantly? That's crazy. Okay. I probably blinked, I don't know. So, blink! I'm not blinking. I'm not blinking. I'm not blinking. What I got? Yay! Gold! Hell yeah. I think the commercials have ended. No, I'll wait till like it reaches exactly 4 minutes. There we go. So yeah, when I was a kid and I fished for a few not the first time, but the last time, fish actually bit pretty quickly, almost exactly like this. Because we were shore fishing. We did catch a lot of the state fish, the humu hupu hupu. It's a long name for a fish, but that is the fish that we have as a state fish. It's basically a pig-faced parrotfish. I think is what its English name is. And the pig-faced parrotfish is like pretty interesting. It's a parrotfish, so it eats coral, right? But you're not supposed to hurt it. You can fish for it, but you can't like keep it or eat it. So that's interesting. But I caught like, I think it was 5 of them actually. No, it was either 4 or 5. I don't know how many of them there were, but I actually fished as if it were a game by fighting like the opposite direction they were going. And And I fished up a few of them. It was pretty nice. I also fished up something else. I don't even know what it was. It was something weird looking though. Someone went spearfishing around the same area too, and they caught an octopus. We let it go. We didn't like. Basically, they went in and like they grabbed it and like brought it up, and they kind of started just played with it a little bit and then let it go. Like aliens catching a human for like experimentation, or like just to fuck with them. I don't know. Okay, let me like sell some of these fish, and then I'll see about grabbing as much of these things as possible. Oh wait, how many? It's inventory, fishing supplies. Boom, boom. What?
Whoa, you got yourself some cool new gear? Mind if I take a look? Don't worry, I won't break it.
Yeah, I remember catching fish as a kid a couple of times. What's this? Angler, hell yeah. Hey, I got something. Hell yeah. Let's see, how many fishies do I need? Oh, I need only 1,000 points more. I need, hold on, let me check something. Can I get more, like, bait from... Yes, I can. I can get more bait. Clucking good. Oh, yeah. I have the basic fishing gear and everything, and I'm fishing this well. Just because I'm a fisher. Fisher pride. Also, I think Tabitha has fishing skill up. So I think it actually is a good idea to be using Tabitha for this. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, that one was ringing differently. It's weird. Maybe it's a big one? No, it's not a big one. I probably was just hearing it wrong. This one has no fight in it. What is it? Oh! It's a new thing! Oh, oh! Oh shit. Oh! Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, okay. What the fuck? Yay! I'm getting a bunch of new entries. Each gold is like 500, so I just need like either 2 golds or like a bunch of purples after this. Oh, you son of a bitch. You duping me. Seahorse? Oh! Hey, I just got a bonus beefy. Oh yeah. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, hold on. I'll check that in a bit. Listening to Angle matching Rodmaster style with my eyes closed is interesting. Yeah. Meow. Yeah, it's like a weird bit of noises and words. Meow. I think to this day, Terraria's fishing has always been my favorite, and it's actually more tied to... It's actually a lot more tied to the fact that, Terraria's fishing actually has something to do with the main game all throughout the entire game. I actually think, Genshin almost had that. But Genshin unfortunately has this weird thing where they stopped having fishing weapons. They don't even have a fishing catalyst, and they never never made one. But like Genshin was almost on almost one of the top ones as well. I like the type of fishing it has, but the only reason why the type of fishing it has is like higher ranking fishing is because of actually Stardew Valley. Because Stardew Valley, it actually had something to do with the main game, because like if you had the right gear, it was a really good way to make money. Not only that, but almost every character had a favorite fish. Like there's like reason. There's actually like I also like the whole like this kind of fishing that Duet and Abyss has too, where it's like you keep the bar on the fish as long as possible until it reels it up. It makes it more interesting. A lot of people don't like this kind of fishing, but it's kind of like any kind of gameplay. Not everybody's gonna like it. And that's kind of the thing about like any gameplay is you're not gonna find everybody liking the same shit. Hell, like Warframe, when I played that for a while, I liked interacting with the game as much as possible. So I would have this thing where I would like constantly just do survival missions, which there's not that big of a amount of people who do that. Because the only time I would ever play was survival missions. I think Duet Night Abyss is a bit different, because Duet Night Abyss, I don't just do the gameplay, I do other things too. Like, sometimes, like, even though I don't know where to expect her, I do sometimes go hunting for Luno loot. I never expect her, but eventually she does pop out of nowhere. Yay!
Part of life is the adventure.
So. Okay, now we go to the shop, then we go to bustling marketplace, we go to fisheries, Hojang, and this one, lover. And now, we go over here, not Avatar, I got Hellfire though. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got Hellfire. Hellfire, Hellfire. I forgot what it was. Streetwise, Nightwalker, Renown, where is it? Isn't there, proper okay, let's see. So, Despicable. Alright, let's go. Godward, Target, Mass, Wise, Imperial, Stand Isolated, Wrong, Nightwalker, Renown, Considerate, Lyrical, Well-Connected, Enlightened, Flamboyant, Mighty, Proper, Dazzling. Where's the, Despicable, Merciful, Gloomy, Classic, Judicious, Human? I think, I could have swore I saw something called Depraved. I was like, I don't think I have Depraved though. Starlet. Stand Isolated, Wrong, Kinlike, Streetwise, Nightwalker, Renowned, Considerate, Armed, Lyrical, Girl Connected, Enlightened. Let's do Affluent, Godward, Lungs, Tiger Tone, Tigerlit. Let's do Jisoo Sec. Wait. Where'd it go? Lover! Jisoo Sec's Lover. Mad Lover. Wise Lover. Imperial Lover. Starlit Lover. How about that one? Starlit Lover. Oh! I could go with like Flower Honored Lover. What do you think? Starlit or Flower Honored? I think that's the two I'll go for. And I'm leaning more towards Flower Honored, actually. Both are good. Alright, let's do Flower Honored Lover. Flower Honored Lover. Oh shit! Oh, what are you? Luno Fishy. Oh, you're the fishing fucking... You're the fisher. This is Luno Fishy. Hello, Luno Fishy. Look at this little shit. Look at this little shit. Look at this little fisher. What are they doing? Oh, they're happy about something. Oh, what is happening?
We've already found one.
It's so loud I can't get a wink of sleep.
How did the thingy? I want this. It's mine.
It's so loud.
I just be yoinking books. Oh. Oh, that's a chest. Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I also forgot something. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Anyway, let me do a thing. I need to do something. I forgot to do it last night. Where is she? Suyi. Sati Sui. Oh, there we go.
They say it pays to ask for help. Good thing you asked me.
I forgot to turn her into a kitty. Whip.
Let the healing flow.
Oh, what? Where are you attacking? I think they were fighting with something. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's that. There's so much stuff on this map. Yeah. Okay. I did say we're gonna go for 30, not 30, 3 hours, so I do want to do, I do want to do some more stuff. Oh, hold on. Oh, this Mullah is streaming. Okay. But I have to eat so badly. Oh, wow. I just checked how the stream's health and hello everybody. Okay, let's do some gameplay stuff. Covert commissions. Let's do. Oh yeah, actually, I gotta do this. Where'd they go? Nocturnal Echoes. I believe it's Hellfire. Yeah, this one. Secret letter details. I need this weapon specifically. I think I have enough Fushu. Yes, co-op enabled.
I shall not let death prevail.
It's a big bitch!
All verdicts are in the meet your demise within these chains.
Damnation declared. Oh no!
The law shall recount your crimes.
You bitch! Here we go. Ow. Ow!
Present your final plea. Dare you defy the law?
Okay.
No escape from the Inferno's grasp. Meet your demise within these chains.
Ow.
Really mad.
Let the blink flow.
Demon temple of the
Yeah.
Red coming.
Got her.
You idiots! You didn't touch a single hair on my head. Ha!
Done as you can. I think at some point I do want to try seeing if
All verdicts are in the name of present your final
Suyi could do this. I'm pretty sure she can. She does a lot of damage, so she should be able to.
The law shall recount your crimes.
Ow!
Really mad.
Ow! Ow! You bitch! Anyway.
How dare you defy the law?
This is so fun.
Oh, she almost got me with that.
Present your final pleas.
Yay!
You idiots! You didn't touch a single hair on my head. Ha!
All verdicts are in the name. Present your final pleas.
Oh no!
The law shall recount your crimes.
Let the
Ow, ow, ow. You bitch! Anyway.
Present your final pleas.
Let's play a game together. Like the moon waxing to its phase.
How dare you defy the law?
Oh shit! Alright, we're good.
Meet your demise within these
And
chains.
now I'm really mad. Yeah. Let the feeling flow.
Yay!
You idiots! You didn't touch a single hair on my head. Ha!
All verdicts are in the net. Meet your demise within these chains.
Take this!
The law shall recount your crimes.
Ow.
Meet your demise within these chains.
This is so fun!
No escape from the Inferno's grasp.
Ouch! That hurt! Not really!
How dare you defy the law?
Take this!
Meet your demise within these chains.
Purple, 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 purple. There we go, I got her.
You idiots! You didn't touch a single hair on my head.
Okay, so let's do one run with Sui.
Are we going on an adventure today?
They say it pays to ask for help. Good thing you asked me. They say it pays to ask for help. Good thing you asked me.
Okay, yeah. Uh-oh, hold on.
All verdicts are in the name of present your final plea.
Still got all my
Ow.
parts, right?
No immediate threats. Fengshu Type 3, enter standby.
No!
The law shall recount your crimes.
complete. I gotta jot this down.
No escape from the Inferno's grasp.
Starbreaker mode. Engage.
Present your final please.
Oh, for some reason she's after Fina. She does not like Fina.
Good work. Finish it head 3.
Meet your demise within these chains.
Focus fire.
Yeah, I think they have to doing the mass a little bit. But also feeding it too. I think my Tapathy is actually stronger than my Suyi. Like, damn, I did some fucking work on that Tapathy.
Meet your demise within these chains.
Good. Field test successful. Now for the data review.
Oh, nice. Last thing is the gold sand. One more item to be finished. Oh yeah, let me see something. I actually found out that I can craft these things. Where'd they go? Here we go, these. I can craft these. Oh, they require crystals. Okay. That's not too bad. I do need these though. Oh, actually, no, I have 9. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Map. Hyperborea. Purgatorio Island. And chopping a bitch. Bitch chopper. Squish me, please. I'm gonna squish. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Squishy, squishy. Okay, let's see. Ow! Okay, let's do... Let's do...
They say it pays to ask for help. Good thing you asked me.
Let's check. Commissions, covert commissions, weapon. Okay. And let's do... You know what? Let's do some more Suyi. And then we can see some like some action on some Suyi stuff. Let's just go. There we go. Some Eternal Farewell.
Defensive Nexus, Fengshi Type 3 deployed. Test commencing.
Defensive Nexus. I like how she calls it defensive, but it's definitely very aggro, I guess is the word. It just swings a big ass sword. I guess it also has a shield too, so I guess that's what she's referring to. Yeah, choppy choppy. She definitely is balanced. Because I was actually like doing some like math and stuff, as well as doing some tests, and I found that even though Tabithy does only like you know, she does like 1,000,000 damage with each swing, her 1,000,000 damage is not as high as like, it's not that it's not as high, it's still, it's just as high as like doing like 60,000-70,000 damage with multi-shot per shot. So in actuality, she's like super balanced. And then there's Psyche, who I think, at least according to what I've seen, is like broken. But then again, like, yeah, she basically is just one of the main characters. Then again, you know, she's not entirely active for reasons. I won't get into too much spoilers, just in case. You know, I still have that Warframe mentality of I don't want to just spurt out like too many spoilers without a warning. You're connected to YouTube chat successfully. Did my stream finally connect? Let me check something. No, apparently it's still on preparing stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download and then upload the stream. I'll do that when I go and clip that thing, because I think that pig penis thing was interesting to talk about. Oh, speaking of like YouTube, I was actually I was looking at a content creator who was basically saying like it's like it's hard to do like streaming and YouTube at the same time, and a lot of the people who tend to be like super big don't really do both. And the thing is, like, his argument was, would you rather be really good at one thing, or would you rather like be okay at two things? I think actually no, he said bad. You have to be bad at two things, and I was just like, that is very sound logic. I think one thing is though, even though the majority of people want super hyper edited stuff, there is a market for the slower paced, like, informational stuff, or the stuff that's like kind of Game Grumps. Like, I always talk about Game Grumps, of like, it's just like unedited gameplay that has people talking over it. There's value in that, especially since like long form, like, there's a lot of people who are looking for like more of a long form, like nowadays at least, it's more of somebody looking for something in the background or something to listen to while they're going to sleep. And I think that's probably what I want to capitalize on. I might be a little bit early to it though, but I don't think it's the worst timing.
Got to jump down.
It's kind of how my streams go anyway. It's just me just farming stuff while talking shit. It's the stuff that I usually do anyway.
Let the healing flow.
Focus fire.
I think it's also a thing of like whenever like a lot of people like the super edited stuff, but that's usually the people who they want stimulation rather than to learn something. And it'd be good. It's good to do both, but I think I've always preferred to be someone who says something that's more of an intelligent thing. Rather, it's like a weird thing where like I just want to talk about I'll talk about random stuff while entertaining people, you know. So I guess it really depends on what kind of content creator you're gonna be. Especially since like the videos he was talking about were videos that it takes weeks to edit it, but I don't really like editing like for several days, let alone like several weeks. I think the thing is I prefer like content that is saying something interesting rather than has really interesting editing. I think that's my thing. Like you could probably have like really interesting editing, but I think it's less of like attention keeping and more like more enhancing the things that you're paying attention to in the first place, you know? It's kind of like a thing of like a lot of audiences are now getting a lot older, and with age in most cases comes maturity. And when you're a little bit more mature, you tend to like slower, more you like to have purpose when you're consuming things, right? So it's like a thing where providing a purpose in your content is what seems to be a lot more important than just making content for the joy of it, you know? Not to say that joy and pleasure and stuff like doesn't have like its usages. If it didn't have its usages, it wouldn't be paid for. That's like the best way to say it. But it's like a weird thing where you kind of sort of be able to do both, right? I think that's the special thing about content creation, is being able to provide emotional value of joy and fun while also producing logistical value of learning something, you know? That's difficult. And a lot of the time, you probably don't really want all that much editing. You just want to say something interesting. Because even if somebody were to be like on the background, like drawing or doing some schoolwork or whatever it is that they're doing, like they're still retaining a little bit of the information, you know. Just for anybody who's like interested in content creation, it's a little bit more complicated than people think it is. It's not like, well, it's okay. It can be job hard, but keep in mind you are your own boss. And it's not like flipping burgers style of difficulty, but it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. Because flipping burgers is hard, right? But if you get used to the burger flipping, it becomes easy. It's kind of like any skill. any skill can become super easy to somebody who is doing it. Especially if they were to learn all the shortcuts that actually work really well. And like increase efficiency, right? It's not, yeah, legitimately, it's not like, it's more like an office job is the best way to say it. An office job where you have to talk to people, you know? Where you're editing and you have to do all these skills to like get it working, right? You can't necessarily, not everybody can just sit in front of the camera, say something, and that become a million view video, right? But it's kind of like that with any hobby, actually. Like, if you really chalk up like hobbies that are tasks specifically, a lot of them are a lot more difficult than you would think. Like painting figurines, if you really want to be really good at painting figurines, you kind of sort of need to know how to properly do a figurine, right? You can't just doodle on a Space Marine and call it a day. No, you have to act like, if you want to do a really good Space Marine, you gotta research what a Space Marine looks like. Sometimes, not all the time, you have to take a soldering tool and, like, depending on what you're doing, and chop up some limbs, and then, like, add some paint to look like blood. Like, it's like, it's a lot of, like, research that goes into actual content and actual hobbies, right? Like, even collecting cards. Like, if you're collecting cards, there's a point where sometimes, in order to see if your collection is actually, like, a real, like, what's considered, like, a real collection, you need to know what is rare, you know? Or if you are a kind of person who only makes, you know, like, only collects a certain type of card, you need to know where to find this card, right? Like, imagine if you're somebody who only collected Pikachu cards, right? Like that's a good example. It's like you only collect Pikachu cards. Yeah, well, there's a lot of different kinds of Pikachu cards, right? There's Pikachu in the background of other cards, there's Pikachu in different forms, there's misprints, there's so many different things that go into a hobby like that. Especially if you're gonna take it seriously, like actual seriously, like I do, with my video hobby. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's all self-imposed, right? And yeah, like straight up, you don't have a boss that's constantly nagging you, but you always have these goals that you want to complete when it comes to that hobby. To a point where, like, it's more fulfilling to achieve these goals, right? But that's kind of sort of how content creation kind of sort of is, especially if you're using it as a hobby. There's a lot of, like, research and, like, you have to learn how to edit, you have to learn how to write, storytell, like, voice act, all that stuff. You gotta get a good microphone, you gotta get a good like, people say, like, oh, you don't want to get a good camera or a microphone. It really depends on how good your voice is. Like, you'd always turn at the streams and the example of, like, Tyler 1. Tyler 1, his microphone and camera sucks. But here's the thing, is that he can pull it off because he's a good content creator that kind of sort of built himself off of having shitty equipment. But not everybody can do that because Tyler 1's voice still sounds passable. If you have a shitty microphone or a shitty camera, and you're somebody who doesn't have the voice for it, like the actual, like, you're actually able to make it work, you're not gonna do very well, because when it comes down to it, a lot more of what makes a content creator is their voice, right? It's one of the reasons why a lot of people will like click on a video that's made by a kid and immediately go off because the kid's voice was horrible, right? One of the worst kind of content that anybody can ever go across is stuff that's annoying, right? I mean, like, it could be annoying as in, like, cartoonishly cute, right? And then there's, like, watching some kid who has a nasally voice, like, kind of sort of mumble at the camera. And it's like, especially if they're taking themselves seriously, it kind of sort of makes it worse, actually. Like, it's kind of like an edgy kid who watches too much anime, having a massive, like, opinion on, like, life events. While having, like, the stupidest sounding voice. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, kid, either get a better microphone or go through puberty at least, and maybe I'll listen to you. Which is probably sounds really rude, but that's kind of sort of how it is with a lot of, like, voices, right? One of the reasons why I used a voice changer for a long time is because I hated the sound of my voice. And I found out through testing it that my voice sounded better without the voice changer. And after I found that out, I ended up doing it without the voice changer. I became a lot more comfortable too, able to actually speak without doing too much, like, mumbling. Because the uhs and uhs are not as bad as people would say. But one thing that's really important is knowing like whether or not it makes it, like, better or worse, you know? Because you can have a lot of, like, moaning and thinking, but, like, it really depends on what exactly you're trying to do, right? Because I try to be a voice that is in the background, kind of sort of just chilling, and that kind of sort of doesn't really require it to be a very, like, it doesn't require it to edit out all the weird sounds that I make while I'm thinking. Mostly because my whole point is, you know, the whole thing of, like, me being in a straitjacket and having, like, running mascara. It's kind of like a thing where, like, yes, I'm a monster boy, but my whole thing is I want to be seen as, like, I guess, like, dangerously human, I guess, or, like, not dangerously, but, like, clinically human is what it is. Like, that's the best way to explain the whole, like, gig of, like, being mentally ill, is not necessarily that I'm sick, but more like I'm clinically human, you know? Where it's like, I'm going through the same shit you're going through, right? The whole point is relatability. Sometimes I'll use sex as, like, a example for things, but that's mostly because, like, it's sometimes just on people's mind, you know? Plus, like, you can only explain things using cars to somebody who doesn't know cars, you know? Like, that's what it is I try to explain in a way that people understand. And there is very few people who don't understand what sex is like, right? Like, you can definitely say, like, oh, I can use, like, cars as an example, or, like, video games as an example. But not everybody knows, like, video games all that much. So I can't really reference, like, specific video games. But everybody understands the appeal of, like, a nice fat ass, right? So I can use that as an example all the time, you know? Cause like, yeah. Cause like when it comes down to it, like, there's a lot of people who have like things like a lot of people who try to, I guess, min-max their entire thing way too much, and like try to make it to where it's almost perfect. But a lot of the time, what a lot of people are looking for is someone who seems human. Like, I guess like the more mature you get, the more you seek out like humanity, I guess, right? Whereas like you're mostly just looking for someone to either teach you something or confirm a suspicion that you have about something, right? It's like I have like an idea that I can't put into words, so let me listen to this VTuber who's talking about the same subject, who is able to put it into words that you feel but can't say correctly, right? Because contrary to popular belief, people don't necessarily want to be told an opinion. They want to confirm their already existing opinion, right? Oh, it's commercials. I'll be right back.
Focus fire.
Data capture complete. I've got to jot this down.
Feel better soon.
Starbreaker mode. Engage.
There we go.
Good work. Finish it, type 3. Let the healing flow.
Oh, I gotta go. Hell yeah. Okay, I think we're back. But basically, people tend to want, people don't in actuality not know, like, the thing, like, people don't want to be told opinions that are, like, new. Well, it's more like they want to, like, add to the opinion they already know. That's kind of like an interesting reality about like opinions in general, like content in general, is they want to either reinforce or challenge their own current opinion. And yes, it's like, it's unhealthy to be in a bubble, but the thing is there's a difference, there's a thing where like people don't want to constantly fight with people about like stuff, right? It's one of the reasons why a lot of people will have, like... It's a reason why there's a content creator who literally spends their whole entire, like, thing shitting on Naruto. And why they're so popular is the fact that shitting on Naruto is so popular, right? And whenever somebody is looking for something that is different, it's usually them trying to defeat an enemy, literally just trying to reinforce their own opinion. And a lot of the time it's like not necessarily that they can't form their own, it's the fact that they can't word it properly, right? So they go to somebody who has the ability to word it properly to do such a thing, you know? You see that a lot with like the internet dad thing, where it's like the internet dad has an opinion that you share, but he's more articulate enough to put it into words. One thing I did learn about that though is whenever a lot of them talk about dopamine, a lot of them don't really know what they're talking about. Because dopamine is a more complicated chemical than just, oh, it's a pleasure chemical. Yes, pleasure is tied to dopamine in a little bit, but in actuality, dopamine is more of a learning chemical. It kind of sort of is the chemical that promotes writing things down in your nervous system, right? And happiness and stuff like that can do that, yes. Anybody who says like, oh, dopamine this, dopamine that, you usually don't really, you probably shouldn't necessarily listen to them. Mostly because they may have like some interesting things that do work. Well, you can listen to them for like a bunch of other things, but when it comes to the dopamine thing, dopamine isn't necessarily a pleasure thing. It's a learning thing in more cases than it is a pleasure thing, right? So, like the brain's chemicals cannot be put inside of a box of this is how this works, you know? In actuality, a lot of chemicals have multiple jobs, and the job that we know them for is usually a side gig. It's one of the reasons why people will have to use different medications for feeling sad or like not being able to feel happy. It's because of the fact that the dopamine receptors are not the only thing that causes happiness. Sometimes you're missing your dopamine receptors, but sometimes you're missing something else. And this is one of the reasons why you have to take a certain, like, medication for certain stuff, right? Not all medicine works the same. Exactly. Not all medicine works the same, and not all medicine fucks with the same chemical in your brain, right? And sometimes your brain isn't, like, missing a specific, like... it's not missing the right chemical that you're looking for, right? It's not all medicine works the same, like you said. But the ones that are supposed to be replacing something, a lot of the time you're not replacing the right thing, you know? The chemicals in your brain are a lot more complicated than just, hey, give me this and I'll feel this, you know? It's a lot more complicated than that. Which is like my big argument with like the people who talk about dopamine without really knowing what it actually does. Also, hi Maxine. Because like I used to take like 8 pills, and all of them were just because one of the pills had side effects that I needed to counteract, and I kept getting more and more side effects that I needed to counteract with more and more meds until eventually we said, fuck it, this kid should not be taking 8 pills at a time. Thank you for explaining how medicine depression is working on. Yeah, pretty much. It's one of the reasons why like sad pills. Like that's also another thing is, despite what a lot of people say, depression isn't necessarily being sad, but it can be tied to it. It's like being numb or something like that. I think it's numbness more than anything. But yeah, like sometimes your medication for depression isn't gonna work because you're taking the wrong one. Which is unfortunate. It happens a lot where you need something specific but you're not getting it because it's not the one that you are currently getting, you know? I'm also gonna finish the Eternal Farewell things, and I will end it because I currently like I'm too tired. But I will give myself a goal to just continue on. Yeah. But yeah, it's a fun little thing. So how are you doing, Maxine?
serum storage point. I've marked it for you.
I've always tried to be someone who provides like emotional and
Focus fire.
and intellectual value. I think that's the stuff that I tend to gravitate towards. I'm not somebody who can provide physical value as much because, well, physical value is anything physical that happens, which I think also includes like sexual attraction, but I don't think I can do that necessarily because, you know, femboy. Contrary to popular belief, femboy VTubers aren't entirely like a sexual thing necessarily for most people. Plus, like, it's not common for it to be one anyway. So I try to at least sound intelligent while also providing like a comfort. I don't know, it's just the way I tend to be a content creator. Also usually how I go throughout life as well. Because I remember somebody saying how intellectual value is the only value, but I'm like, yeah. I've been at least 7 years without antidepressants because I moved to the USA and never been able to get a psychiatrist that can prescribe them to me. Aw, damn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the doctors here, I'm gonna say, like, I always say, like, I wouldn't live here, asking HRT, so mental health, fucked up. Yeah. Like, I definitely would say, like, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else besides here. But I won't say, I'm not gonna say it doesn't have problems, because it definitely has lots of major problems. And as someone who's been in the medical, like, situation, like, constantly going in and out of, like, doctors, it sucks. Like, the doctors are not great. Like, yeah, the doctors just are not. And I live in Hawaii, and we have, like, quote-unquote good doctors here. But it literally... Okay, maybe I don't want to go there because I wanted to keep that a secret. But yeah, like, we've had issues with them. We had some issues with them. And we're currently dealing with one that's really personal that I don't want to get too far into. Actually, I don't want to get into it at all. But yeah, we've had like a lot of like doctor issues, which is really unfortunate. Cause I'm one of those people who actually needs medications, and we actually had to ask them for it. Yeah. We had to ask them for the medication that I'm on now, and apparently, the medication is really expensive. So it's kind of a weird thing where it's because I'm disabled, I'm like super fucking lucky that I have this medication. And I think that's like a scary part, is like, imagine if someone needed this medication but like didn't have insurance. That's basically how America's thing works, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, but it definitely has like major issues. And I'm not gonna skip over that one. I actually remember talking to somebody about like that as well. I think during that time I even like Googled like one-way flight tickets to like, what was it? I think it was Japan. I think they were talking about how they'd rather live in Japan. And I kind of sort of just did the whole thing of like, I Googled a plane ticket. And like, it was like, I think it was like about 100 like 20 or something like that. And they were like, oh, it's like very difficult to get that much money. And I said, I basically went and told them I'm on SSI, which is Social Security, and I was able to save up like $3,000 in like 3 months or something like that. Not 3 months, like 4 or 5 months. And they're over here like, what the fuck? And I said, yeah, like, and I asked them like, what kind of things are you spending your money on besides like food? And they listed off a bunch of shit. I'm over here like, wow, okay. Like, it was also besides like rent. It was besides rent, besides bills, they were spending a lot of shit on like weird shit. And over here like, the way I saved was by putting all my money except for $100 in a box. And my mom did the same thing too, so it wasn't just me. But I was like, you could save up like especially with like their paycheck. You could like move to Japan with like a very decent amount of spending money. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, like the mental health bills, yeah. That's also another thing as well, is like I don't think they were on medication though, but I do think they wanted to live in Japan instead of America. And I was like I basically gave them the rundown of like, it's a lot easier to move than you would think. Because a lot of people would say it's super expensive and like other stuff like that, but that's usually what people say. But I've been able to save up a lot of money like multiple times. That was like a pretty decent amount. So I understand the money problems. Like, money problems are real, but not all the time. But sometimes, I would say sometimes, because it's not like, it's like a 50-50 thing. Sometimes it's just a spending habit thing. And this is also coming from someone who is on SSI, who's able to save up thousands of dollars in a few months. A lot of the time, it literally is just spending too much on stupid shit. Which I get it. Like it's hard to say no to some stuff, and I myself can't say no to like candy. But sometimes the best thing to do is to not have the money on you in the first place, which is literally go to your bank, grab it out, and like put it in a box. That's the trick that I found out works really well. And somebody who actually doesn't want to live here could definitely go live in Japan or something. Especially since I say, like, despite how, like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm, like, disabled and the fact that I don't feel like I want to learn a new language, I think I would want to live in Japan. Japan is nice. Plus, my girlfriend's Japanese and said someday she does want to take me there. And she's also like in Alaska, and it's like, oh, like I could always go to another state like Alaska or something. Then again, I want her to come over here more than anything because it's super dangerous for me to go over there. Like I'm too foreign, if that makes any sense. I can't really adjust that well to the way that the Alaska works. Like, adjusting to how Alaska works is gonna be very difficult, especially since my girlfriend keeps getting like into arguments with preachers, and I'm not gonna lie, I would not be able to have a civil conversation or like a safe argument with a preacher. Just because I'm like super anti like getting in my face and telling me I'm living the wrong way, you know? But I don't tell other people that they're living the wrong way because like I don't like it myself, but like there's a lot of like people who tend to tell you, hey, you're living the wrong way. I always hear like, but I'm happy. If I'm happy, I don't think I'm living the wrong way. And usually that causes them to be very angry. I don't like that. That's basically what my girlfriend's dealing with. I don't think I would be able to handle it very well. Not that it would be like dangerous. I think Ashley might do dangerous actually, because I don't know if I'm gonna be saying something stupid and get shot by a preacher or something, which would be kind of hilarious, but it would also suck at the same time. Because it's Alaska. It's like, if there's any place in America that would be very, very, like, iffy on whether or not it's safe, it's fucking Alaska. So, like, that's the thing is, like, I don't hear about in Alaska that much, so I don't even know if it's dangerous. And I think that's the scary part, because I don't know how like terrified I should be. So therefore I am extra terrified, you know?
Data capture complete. I've got to jot this down.
I also don't entirely know how I'd be able to handle like the nature and like Hawaii is such a very specific like place that it's not like anywhere else in America. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to handle like not being in Hawaii. That's the whole thing of like being so alien is like I'm not even sure if I'd be able to handle like not being in Hawaii like at all.
Focus fire.
I think specifically with that friend, they specifically mentioned like a lot of video game stuff. Well, video game stuff, it makes sense. Like I also spend a lot of money on video game stuff. I think they also were saying like subscriptions and like other stuff. Like there are a lot of like vanity stuff. Like they were spending their money on crazy shit, like not crazy shit, but like interesting things. And I would hear like I think I asked them how much they made, and they made like a pretty decent amount. And their rent was like less than mine, even though I live in Hawaii. So I was like, dude, like this whole situation, if you really wanted to go somewhere else, could be remedied in like a few months. Especially since they already knew like a little bit of Japanese, so they actually like wanted to. They knew enough Japanese to like be able to watch like an anime and be able to listen to it without reading the subtitles as much. And they could like pick up like at least 50% of what they were talking about. So like they have the ability to figure stuff out. I guess that was a weird thing where I was just kind of so like I was more like encouraging them to follow their dream of living in Japan rather than trying to kick them out, because that's not what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to kick them out. I was just saying like if it's your dream, like your dream is a lot closer than you would think, you know? I don't know where they are now, though. It's been a long time since I talked to them. There's actually been a lot of friend groups that I stopped talking to after a while. Like multiple situations that happened IRL just kind of sort of made it to where certain people just weren't as good to talk to. Oh yeah, also like I'm mostly talking about like living spaces. I just wanted to mention this because it is on my rules. I'm talking about like living spaces as well as medical stuff. So it's not necessarily me going political. So if anybody's like wondering if I am disobeying my own rule, no, I'm not really doing that. We're not really talking about politics, which I don't do. I'm not going to either. But Yeah.
There's no way that they ate that.
Wait, on top?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they ate that. They've been eating that all day. They've been going back to it every once in a while.
Data capture complete. I've got to jot this down.
Was it also finances? I think we were also talking about finances. Yeah, but we weren't going anywhere near politics. But yeah, like that's kind of like a wild little secret to like a wild little secret to like saving up money is that's probably the big takeaway there is like if you ever want to save money, figure out how much your bills cost and like take out all but like $100 of like everything but your pills. Not your pills, your bills. Sorry, your bills. And just kind of sort of just like force yourself not to have any money on you. That's kind of sort of like the gist of the whole thing about the savings jar. Like you literally just get a jar and like put that shit in there. Or you get like spend your money on like a fancy little box. The fancy little box is a good one too. Alright, let me check how many people are here and we'll see if we can go raid Desmala. Alright, we can in fact raid Desmala. You guys ready to raid Desmala? I am EP! Oh my goodness. Raid channel. Where'd she go? That's Iron Mouse. I do not want to raid Iron Mouse. Following. Where is she? Oh, what? Oh, there she is. I didn't see her model. Alright, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, start raid. Alright, guys. Desmala is great. I see you there. Nyom.
Sorry guys, I don't know how to fix it.
Ready?
So, let's do this.
Oh, okay.
I got you. No.
Sorry.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're all shaking our head yes, but we all just know it doesn't make sense. So basically I went to Google search to generate an interactive simulation for my economics class. Seeing the change in variable, it clicked. It was amazing. I got it, I understand it.
Why send your docs and up the land? Just share a PDF space, they'll understand. An audio summary, it's what they need to hear. Send a PDF space, it's so clear. You can do that with Acrobat.
I've had the highest mountains.
For the champions you
Alright, I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye bye.
#1 vet recommended retail joint health supplement.